I am Emperor X. Hello everyone, a message from Anonymous regarding the earthquake. You can clearly see the earthquake that occurred in Turkey, in Syria and in many other countries. We are not a government agency, we are the Anonymous. We do not control the people, but we are the people. For this reason, we decided not to obey the truth and reveal the facts, and we decided not to leave the corrupt media that reads from newspapers that contain the texts of the corrupt media directors controlled by governments and authorities. We decided to show you the truth. We decided to prevent corrupt media from the mystery of people's minds. It is not the end of the world, O people, but it is much worse. This means that this earthquake is not a natural earthquake but rather an artificial earthquake. It is real, it happened, but it is artificial. We will talk about a lot of points and show you a lot of things, and we will leave you videos at the end of this video, and you can focus on videos. It will remain in the end of the judgment and thinking to you, we just show you the facts. The number 1, thunder does not hit the ground from the bottom, but rather it descends from the sky. Focus in a video clip that you will find in the end. You will find thunder. The second number, the cloud that you will see at the end of this video, is very close to the ground. As it is round clouds, it is at a large height of the ground and far. Sometimes the shapes of the clouds are different. But in this way that you will see in the video, it has not happened before. It lasted for a full day at all times. This is not a real cloud, but rather the result of some of the chemicals that make up it. One of the weapons. I started to be tense, may not understand. I will tell you that there is one of the weapons that have been made, or one of the projects that aim to destroy many countries. I am not sure yet of those behind that. Is a 90% person is behind it and knows the people who do it, but we cannot direct. I cannot accuse him, but I will make you focus over the ages. There was no prediction of the earthquake, there only predictions of weather and perhaps everything except the earthquake. Then comes this strange person who will find his picture on the screen. One of the earthquakes that will happen, and after its predictions and post on Twitter, expect this earthquake, and there is no expectations for the earthquake. You discover that it is not a real earthquake, but rather an artificial earthquake. I accuse her, but not very much, because I do not have documents against her. You decide. Do you remember, you were looking for this for a while. There are one of the missiles that were launched on the surface of the moon, and they said that it came from outside the Earth's atmosphere, which means that it was fired from above and not from below, because it was fired by satellite. There is one of the projects that have been made that are unknown, and we do not know yet where they were obtained or who has seen it. It is called Farewell. Simply, the goals of those in charge of this project is the destruction and liquidation of many countries of the world. This project is simply able to control weather and climate, change weather and climate and change nature in a more correct sense, and this is not a scientific imagination, this is real. Now the important point comes that those in charge of this project made one of the weapons. The farewell weapon is called satellites, and it does not descend directly on the surface of the Earth, but it remains suspended in the sky in the form of a cloud, and a connection between it and the satellite remains, and when it is released, it comes down to the surface of the Earth. And when it comes down to the surface of the Earth, a lot of chaos occurs, such as metabolic disorders, such as earthquakes, such disorders in the air, in the ground, and climate change. and between them. You can see that the cold or thunder that was present in the video that you will eventually see, the focus will find it from the bottom up. Simply, it is a great catastrophe. There are people targeting countries with this weapon that has been made of weapons that have no name yet, but we or the military. They know this weapon like heads this weapon. Well, but in reality this is less harmful than this is not the mana of this weapon. We are certain that humanity is able to discover one day the people behind this. Indeed, this weapon was studied by many heads of state without mentioning their names. And not their ignorance of accusations, rather, I accuse one person, and the ruling remains from you. I am accused of the person who predicted the earthquake. Thus, we will be the truth to you. But I want to say something, do not be afraid. One day, it will be discovered from those behind that and the people in this organization or project. I hope that everyone is fine, and the government remains for you. Thus we explain the truth to you, and the ruling remains with you. Do not be afraid, one day the people behind this organization will be discovered. We are anonymous, we are legion, we are everywhere, we do not forgive, we do not forget, expect us.